Okay, we're coming out the gates full throttle with a Ravonix pushing forward because I've got BB Forever and I've got Faceful behind me. I run straight into a pinball because I'm going far too fast. Need to slow it down a bit, so we're going to come in with the select and we're going to put auto fire mode on. And with Faceful, who's playing full sniper, and he's holding our side quite well, I'm going to push up a little bit and let him take the back line, seeing as how he's got two really good sniper options in the Dreadbolt and the Doodaro. Obviously, if I do get taken out with the select, I'll come in with the Ravonix again and just wreck face. We've all fallen back to our base now. We are under the cosh a little bit with the enemies being behind us in one instance and two coming from the front. So just use the heal bar there, bring myself back up to full health, and we fought off that wave successfully. Now we can push back up to the middle and pick up these drop tokens. Unfortunately, it looks like some of the zombies are picking up some of those tokens, which is a pain. Once again, I've just been hit in the back and had to heal, which isn't ideal, but it doesn't matter. We are still alive and we're still in control. Countdown is on and stopped, so that's going to be because the zombies are picking up the tokens. The zombies obviously die easily, and I get taken out by a fire shot. That was unexpected. So time to come in with the Ravonix. We're going to go manual fire mode, and we're just going to like charge the enemies, just try and tear them to bits really. Got that shield if we need it. So just try and get these tokens up, and really what we want is for this game to end now. We don't want the zombies keep picking up tokens and starting and stopping that countdown. I've only got 7 of the tokens. I'm falling back because obviously my shield is down, but my teammates are doing a good job of supporting and we get the victory. Nicely done. Okay, we're in Pinball Arena 3. And it looks like I'm starting off on the left hand side, so I'm going to try hugging the left pillar instead of the right pillar and just snipe into the usual spot. I do need to be aware of the pinball coming because obviously I'm standing directly in its path. And when I was recording these games, I didn't actually have the sound on because it was very late at night, so I can't actually hear for the pinball coming, so I've got to keep an eye out for that little indicator that you can see on the screen there. I don't get a lot of warning though, like the pinball starts coming and then it will very quickly hit me. So this is not the ideal spot to be in, but seeing as how my teammates are holding the other side, there's no reason for me to crowd them. I might as well stick in this position. Doing a really good job of controlling the battlefield. Opponents are already spawning in dribs and drabs now, and they're not managing to get much. So you see the indicator there. I move out of the way of the pinball, so we managed to dodge it. I am worried though that if I'm going to be focusing too much in the middle of a fight, I might not notice that pop up. So I've managed to push up to the middle and pick up the latest drop token. We're doing some good amount of damage on the way back. You can see another token's been dropped, and BB Forever's already moved up, picked that up. He's now retreating back to a safe position, and once again another wave has been wiped out. Just need 2 more tokens now. BB Forever's on the right hand side picking up tokens that side. He's picked up the 9th. I'm going to push forward and grab the 10th. Now all we need to do is drop back into position, defend my teammates, just stay near each other so that if one of us gets taken out, the other's there to pick up the tokens. Shouldn't be a problem. We've got this nice sniping position, and there we go. We get the victory. Good game. Pinball Arena 2 now, a classic sniper map for 3 players with sniper abilities. So obviously going to go with this. So I'm just going to push up the middle, seeing as how BB's on the right. Faceful, well, he is on the left, but he's actually behind me looking on the minimap. So I've pulled across to the left hand side, and now we're just going to lay down as much fire as we can, very quickly taking care of the first wave of enemies. You can see on the minimap that Faceful is holding back a little bit there. Both BB and I holding the left and right hand side respectively, both using the Ultra Select. Not sure what Faceful's using. I presume it's a Doodaro because I don't see any zombies on the battlefield, so I think we can effectively rule out the Dreadbolt. Okay, so that's another wave down and we're halfway through to victory. Another coin dropped. We'll just wait for this wave to get taken care of before we push forward and pick it up. There we go, they're down, pinball's gone. Just have to watch out for the hammer. get in position. We'll do some nice damage before we head back. Want to make sure again not to get hit with the hammer. So now we're at 7 tokens and we're in complete control of this one. Another token's dropped there. It's on BB's side, so we'll let him run for it. He drops back for some reason, so I've picked it up. Okay, one on my side, I'll just run forward and grab that, fall back again. Just need 2 more now. Notice how the opponents haven't actually made it through to the centre of the battlefield even once. They just can't handle this like efficient, well set up system that we're in. So we're in what's called like a reverse arrow or a V formation. This is a fairly standard formation for a 3-man fire team to hold. Right, so we've got all the tokens now. All we need to do is hold our own. No need to fall back immediately when I've got my teammates around me doing a good job. And again, BB's got the most tokens, so I need to stay nearby just in case he gets taken out, which he doesn't. Right, okay, moving on. We're in Pinball Arena 1 now. Starting on the left-hand side, so I'm just going to push up towards the middle, try and pick up a couple of these tokens, see what the enemy are doing. They look like they're pushing forward quite aggressively. As you can see, we've got zombies on the battlefield. That means that there is a dreadbolt. So basically, Faithful's just going to fill the opponent's side of the battlefield with zombies. So I'm going to push forward into their side and just harass them at their spawn point. So we're only about 30 seconds into this match and we've already completely dominated them. They've got an army of zombies to fight through before they can get anywhere close to the centre of the battlefield. Meanwhile, they've got me sniping from up front, so I'm down to take a little bit of damage. But I've got that healing bar. We've got Faithful just picking people off one at a time with that dreadbolt, and then obviously BB Forever on the other side sniping just the way I am. So you can see both Faithful and BB are doing a good job of picking up the tokens when they drop, which is good because that means that the zombies aren't going to pick them up and run them over to the opposing side of the battlefield, which just makes our job that little bit harder. So all 3 spawned in at the same time there, probably a coincidence because they're in dribs and drabs. And look how quickly we took them out. They were too busy trying to deal with the zombies. Meanwhile, we just took them out. So you see another one come in again, and they don't even make it halfway to the centre. So they're really struggling. We only need the 1 more token now. So there's no need to change tactics up. We're doing a very good job and being very effective up front. I've got no tokens, so I might as well just put myself front and centre, and hopefully they will concentrate the fire on me and not our token carriers. As you can see though, a full sea of zombies they'd need to get through. Well played. I'm switching it up slightly now. I'm going to play with a Nitron Blaster. Going to use this on manual fire mode for its ricochet ability. So yeah, obviously similar to the Rivonics, it's got that ricochet ability. However, compared to the Rivonics, it's far more accurate. Its rate of fire leaves a little bit to be desired, if you ask me. The Cyclone Shot does a decent job of making up for that, but with only 20 darts, you'd want to empty that clip a little bit quicker. You can see though the accuracy is fantastic, and then obviously with that ricochet ability, if you do miss, there's a chance that the disc is going to find its target regardless. So obviously not doing the stun lock trick because it's not got that stunning ability, but it does have that ricochet ability, so we can keep people under the cosh at their own spawn points while also playing a sort of sniper role, albeit it's not quite as accurate or as deadly as the Ultra Select is. The fact that it hits multiple targets, up to 3, more than makes up for it. Definitely not going to make its way into my standard 3 rotation. I do prefer the Ultra Select, but this is good fun, and it's absolutely great for swarms. So if you're playing against zombies or anything. So I get stomped and taken out by a shockwave. That's super surprising to see a shockwave in pinball. So right, okay, just going to push straight up. I'm going to go full Leroy Jenkins mode, so we'll hit the shield and just keep people stun locked at the spawn point while my teammates just protect the tokens and let that countdown run out. So that was good fun. Right, let's look at the next game. See Faithful switch things up as well. He's using the Ultra 1. Great sound on that blaster when it's activating. I've been asked to do a video on the Ultra one, so I'm currently in the process of gathering some footage for that video. So that'll probably be a nobody's watching showcase. I've not done one of those in months. So that'll be dropping sometime in the next couple of weeks. Depends how long it takes me to get any decent footage. Alright, so we're doing a good job holding off here. However, somebody pushing up on us with a shielded Stratohawk manages to take me out. That stun ability plus the shield doing great work. So we'll come in with our Ivonics, which can do both of those things and more. So fighting my way back to the centre of the battlefield, we've grabbed those tokens. I'm going to activate that shield so that I can't be taken out and play the tank role here. Just keep all three of them under the cosh. Keep that wave pushed back to their spawn point, so we're maintaining control over the centre rather than falling back. Shields on recharge now, but I don't need to fall back. I should be able to push forward and get this token quite comfortably. Now I can fall back though. Another token drops, but Faceful, you see zooming in there with the Ultra one, picks it up. My shield's recharged, so we can play the tank role again. So we'll hit that shield, and as soon as we do that, the entire wave gets taken out. So I'm just going to push up onto their spawn point now. Just give them a hard time from over here. Just getting out of the way of that pinball before it bashes me. Pinball can do quite a bit of damage if you let it hit you. So I can always move around the back of the base if I need to, relying on the ricochet of the Ivonics to protect me, so I'm not in direct line of sight. So you saw there the countdown started and stopped. Not sure which of my teammates has got taken out, but we want to move back around and pick up their tokens. Only my other teammates picked them up in the meantime, so I didn't actually have to do that. So we'll just keep the opponents on lockdown there. And now I'm just going to move my way back across, so I've got a good shot on their spawn point. We'll stun lock them at their base, and there we go, good game. Faceful's bringing in the ultra speed now. Now we're in for some fun, so let's keep an eye out for him zooming around the place. So I'm going to start off with the Ivonics, and I'm going to maintain that tank roll. You can see we've been sneak attacked, so just drop back there to deal with that. We don't need to use the shield, thankfully, so we've defended that first push quite successfully. Another one coming in now, so I'm just going to move up into position, hit the shield and play my tank roll. So you can see we take out the two that are pushed away, lock them down at their spawn point and make it difficult for them to break out of there. Take quite a bit of heavy fire once my shield goes down, and I do get taken out by that Mega Mastodon. So gonna come back in with the Nitron. Was it the Mastodon? No, it was a Megalodon. No, it wasn't the Mega Mastodon. I got sneak attacked by that bloody Warden, so that's taken me out from the back. So for the first time today, we're going to come in with a Cyclone Shock. We're going to use the Dragon Power card, which is still like one of my favourite cards. It gets criminally underutilised in my loadout because I'm always using the Shield and the Heal card, but the Dragon card, really, really good. Might be something to mess around with in Meat Wave mode. Just see how we get on with it with the Ultra 2 or something like that, or the Ultra Amp. That could be fun. So you can see I'm doing alright. Still getting the damage in. Drawing some of the fire from the opponents. Managed to recharge the Dragon Power and go for a second time. Do quite a bit of damage and get taken out by a Dragon Powered Ultra Strike. So back in with a Nitron. We've also got the Ivonics cooled down should we need it. So we're in a strong position here. We're at 8-0 in terms of tokens, 9-0, 10-0. Although it does look like one of the zombies has got at least one of the tokens, so we're not guaranteed. So just kind of hang around in the middle, go and grab a couple of these tokens because the zombies dropped them. Right, we pick those back up. We should be in a more secure position now. Need to back up. I am under the cosh a little bit here, so pulling back to my side of the battlefield where my teammates can help support me, and we'll just keep the fire on them and the timer runs out. Good game. That was fun. I've decided to switch it up a bit. I'm going for a bit of a meat wavy tactic. I'm not full meat wave, so I'm using the Ultra 2 with the shield, but I've kept the Cyclone Shock in the loop for the increased rate of fire, because I really like the Ultra 2 when it's got the increased rate of fire. So you can see how devastating it is. I mean, you spend half your time reloading, but that's just the nature of the blaster. Get myself taken out. So let's see what the cooldown time looks like with only the one. Alright, so I'm having to wait a few seconds, which isn't ideal. I'm not straight back into it. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could always come in with the Ultra 5 and sneak attack, expecting to get taken out quickly and then come back in with the Ultra 2. But the point of meat waving is to keep on them with the one blaster, and ideally the shield or something similar. So I've just been taken out by a boosted boomdozer. So I decide I'll come in with the Dragon Power and the Cyclone Shock and just have a bit of fun with that. I was having fun with that in the last game. So I've accidentally teleported, which wasn't ideal. I wanted to do a lot of damage and get myself taken out. We'll grab these tokens, run back to our side of the battlefield, where hopefully we'll get taken out so one of my teammates can pick these tokens up. Having to do a little bit of manual fire mode from back here because the Cyclone Shock does not have a fantastic range. My Dragon Power card is reloaded, so I've been alive too long to consider a meat wave, so I'm just going to go straight into the water so we can come back in with the Ultra 2. Countdown's on now. There are zombies everywhere, so we're not guaranteed to win this, and as you can see, loads of the tokens have gone down there. I'm not sure who dropped them. I've managed to fight my way forward with the shield and pick them all up now. So I'm at 7 of the tokens. I just need to survive. So I'm going to run all the way back behind this pillar, so I can kind of pop out because I've got a good range, but then I can always just drop back behind the pillar if I need to. So kill the first person. They're incoming a Nitron that can shoot round corners, so I'm off. We're just going to hit the shield again and just head back to my side of the battlefield, grab that token on the way. That was good, but let's change it up. Right, so full meat wave mode, Ultra 2, this time with a Dragon Power card. I won't have that advanced rate of fire, but I will have advanced damage, and look how quickly I'm moving. So we run straight across to the other side, get ourselves taken out immediately, but that's what meat waving's all about, getting yourself killed quickly so you can reuse the card over and over again. So I've unfortunately picked up a couple of tokens, but I managed to kill a couple of the opponents. There's another couple spawning in now. I'm just going to stay on them, keep shooting them. It's not the end of the world if I drop that token that I picked up. Like, really I could do without it, so like come back to my side, but ultimately it's not the end of the world, is it? And to be fair, with the Dragon Power mode, I can very quickly spin across to the other side of the battlefield and grab them if I need to. So I teleported through there. That was a mistake, just in case you're wondering. So I picked up another token and headed back. So the Ultra 2 is a really good pseudo sniper rifle. Like, it's a poor man's Ultra Select, really. So if you watch my gameplay, you like my gameplay style, but you don't have the Ultra Select, but you want to play like that, use the Ultra 2. The Ultra 2 is good. So you can see from back here, I've got quite a few of the tokens, and I'm just sniping, and I'm sniping successfully. And even without having the Cyclone Shock for the increased rate of fire, look how quick it's still shooting. Got that Dragon Power card mode for damage, so we'll hit that now, run forward, do a bit of damage. I think I got bashed by the pinball there as well. So this is a bit of an unusual tactic I've taken on here. Came in intending to meat wave entirely, but because I've ended up with the majority of the tokens, I've fallen back into my old sniping role, and it's worked perfectly effectively. Good old reliable coming in clutch. Right, so the countdown's nearly over. I'm going to carry on trying this experiment in another video. Thanks for watching.